People deluded, I'm back again. Arsenal 4, Spurs 2, Tottenham Hotspur 2. We've beat them, and they're going searching even longer now for a first victory at the Emirates since 2010. Going into the game, we know it's a game against the top six and it's a chance to win. And I'll give my thoughts in a second, but at the end of the day, we done that, and it's against Spurs, so can't be happier than that. Now, on one hand, man to a man, I praise everybody from start to finish. Obviously, there was segments in the game we can improve and need to improve upon. But man to a man, I can't say the application wasn't there. I can't say the commitment levels weren't there. They were there. I felt everyone pulled their socks up and stood up to be counted for the large part today, and they knew it. I like how we set up. I like how you've seen a couple of my vids. I'm a fan of three at the back. I would like to see us play 4-3-3 if I was the manager, but three at the back would be used for me. We clearly are still having teething problems for it, but at least in the first 20 minutes you could see us. We looked more assured of ourselves. We're about 20 or so games into it now, so there's not really any excuses for Unai Emery, but I can't really blame him for the goals we conceded and how we, after 20 minutes, we kind of took our foot off the gas sort of thing. Like, we took our foot off the gas. It's like we still got that weird mental thing about us at times, in that when it's going right, I wouldn't say we weren't trying to score the goal, but because we were trying to kill it, we were trying to kill it, and we smelt blood and it's Spurs. But something's missing in terms of that. I did think we got an air of complacency in that we crept after the first 20 minutes, we crept into old habits. We were getting caught 3v3, people getting caught high up the field. Initially we were strong defensively. I feel we pressed them very well from start to finish. That whole back line, we forced errors, we got good offensive plays going, especially down the left hand side, and I feel for the large part we defended well. What I didn't like as well is I didn't like when we lost our heads because we conceded a goal 40 seconds later when it was 2-1. But I liked how we kept Kane quiet for the large part. I mean, he scored a penalty, so he did nothing from open play essentially. Dele Alli's run, the thing I spoke about in the tactics board, that run from deep, we were aware of it. I felt on one hand our defenders played well. It's just obviously Holding going to ground. Socrates is conceding the free kick for the first one, and Mustafi losing his head makes me feel it a different way. I have to give Unai Emery credit. His substitutions once again changed the game, and his game plan is different. The difference in bringing them on, not really Ramsey, because Ramsey changed the game, but when you bring on Lacazette, unless you're going to move Aubameyang back out wide, which wasn't the case, you've got to change the formation, and we went 2 up front. You obviously, with that in mind, you would have thought Spurs' fullbacks would go forward a bit more because a man's been taken off the flanks essentially, or from a possible wide area, and they did do that initially in the second half. But other than that, I felt Lacazette had their number. Lacazette and Aubameyang, you saw the link-up plays. No surprise. I think in the review I got it wrong, but Aubameyang played in someone. I can't remember who it was. I think Aubameyang played in Torreira for the last goal. Obviously, you saw the link-up play from Ramsey and the desire from Ramsey for who was it? For Aubameyang to score his second. I'm so sure he was involved at some point in Lacazette's goal. So our subs made the difference. I felt the pockets that Lacazette took up, it opened a lot of space for our players to take advantage of. You saw Ramsey running in behind. I like the way Ramsey, Aubameyang and Lacazette pressed together, to be honest with you. So yeah, I like the way how we quickly changed our tactics when it weren't really working. It does throw up the debate as well. Now, I'm not going to be reactionary, people, and say Ramsey has to stay now. My position has always been maintained. As you know, I wanted to keep Aaron Ramsey. I wanted Ramsey to stay at the club, but I can only deal with the facts. And the facts are, because of his contract issues at this moment in time, he's departing the club and should appropriately be sold in January. I mean, as you see, let's not gloss it, because for every game that Ramsey plays like this, when the game's open or you need creativity or people to be brave, Ramsey excels. But there's been games where we need people in the trenches and Ramsey's hidden. That's not an attack on him. We all go through bad and good forms, but this is what I try and preach in all my vids when I say, when you have a 25-man squad, how you play against Liverpool is different from Spurs to Chelsea to City. So players are going to lose their form. Different games require different personnel. Ozil wasn't involved at any point, and this throws up the discussion: do we even need Ozil? Can Ozil be sold? A lot of that might even be true, but I think even when we were behind, you could see us needing creativity, and you saw Ozil being missed. So I feel Ramsey should probably be given a new deal, like I have said before, in the sense that he brings something different to the table. But for every game like this where he does that, there's been games he started and he hasn't, and we have to sell. If we're not going to give him a new deal, we have to sell him in January and get 20 minimum. I don't even think 20 million minimum is good enough, but it's better than nothing. And definitely by this club standards, you should be getting 40 million. Worse players are being sold for actually more. He changed the game. Don't know what to make of Mkhitaryan either, people. Again, he started off well, he pressed well, but again, he faded. Now, Mkhitaryan, on the basis of the last 2 games, he's ahead of Ozil in the pecking order, but could it be worth dropping out both? And because of Xhaka, I feel Xhaka had a good game as well. But in regards to Xhaka, he's obviously suspended for the United game, so that throws up another conundrum. Who do we play against Manchester United? Who plays in the middle against, Manchester United? So it is what it is. But I liked the only things I can really find fault or I'm really annoyed about, people. Ultimately, there's no escaping it. It would have been, it's 4-2 and it looks good, but we all know the scoreline isn't as flattering as it should be. We should have really killed the game off in the first 20, which I felt from the first 20 minutes, I give us a 9 out of 10. I just felt we could have killed off the game and probably scored a bit more. And the handbags, because we lost our heads and we conceded a cheap penalty because of that. And it's not even just holding. I'm going to watch the game again like I always do, but in the build-up, when things like this happen and you get countered, something's gone wrong. So we probably need to look at that. So to keep our heads, I liked how we kept positive, we kept trying to go, and I'm not going to say we didn't panic, because we did. It did look like we were panicking at stages, especially when we were getting a bit sloppy and we a lot of fouls I didn't necessarily think were fouls and it should have went our way, but equally legit fouls that we were committing on Spurs players. We were probably just overdoing it, just shouting at the ref a bit too much and them things there. But it's no matter what, yeah, to put 4 goals in against Spurs, it's a top 6 game. It's a decisive week. We've passed the test. End of the day now, we go level with Spurs and we put ourselves in a good position. Now, United is a tough test. We have to respect that regardless of how they've been. For us, it's going to be a tough test. We ain't won at Old Trafford in God knows how long in the league. So we're going to need to be at our best. But we'll deal with that on Wednesday. But for now, people, deluded, thank you for watching and rocking with me. On that note, Arsenal 4, Tottenham Hotspur 2. I'm out.